chose to show was his 2006 Spring Couture. So this was the year that Ellie Saab was inducted into the Syndicale de la Haute Couture. For those of you that don't know, the term haute couture is a protected term within France. So you have to be invited to an elite group in order to be licensed to use the term haute couture. Of course, as we know, Ellie Saab is a Lebanese designer, so he's sort of an adjunct member of this. He does not have his atelier in Paris, even though he does have some boutiques in Paris. One of the things that you need to do to be part of the Syndicale is to have your atelier in Paris, which he does not. But I love that Ellie Saab kept his ateliers in Lebanon. He has 2 of them at the moment. He has such pride for his home country, and it's really lovely to see that he was the first Asian individual that was accepted into the Syndicale de la Haute Couture. So what I love about this collection is that the models in this fashion show have such personality to them. This was back in 2006. You really do see the personality of the models come through, and it really does look like they have a great time on the runway. I was quite amazed to find that such an old collection like 2006 was available on YouTube, so shout out to the people who uploaded that, because that's a really great resource to have. Here are 10 of my favorites. The first look is this sort of flapper moment. It's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see in the video, it has a ton of movement to it. You get a lot of the embellishment, which is gorgeous. Of course, I can't say too much about the zeitgeist of 2006 because I was not really a fashion consumer or student at this point. I was very much in elementary school. So I'm kind of looking at this through the lens of somebody who got their fashion education in the 2010s and kind of looking at it on a retrospective. Luckily, kind of the 2000s and Y2K aesthetic are coming back in a nice trendy way, but of course whenever they come back they are influenced by the spirit of the times, spirit of this time being 2020. So this was a really great fun look. The second look is look number 8. It's another one of those kind of flapper looking moments. However, this is a little bit more 1930s to me with the waist, especially all the flounces being at the bottom, even though it is hitting at the knee. The kind of pastel green does really remind me a lot of what I at least thought fashion was in 2006. I kind of think that the aesthetic of this collection, if I were to say objectively, is a little bit of like a spring garden party, very fabulous, very bedazzled and jeweled. Of course, I wasn't able to find any resources online that definitively said the theme of this collection, which I really would have loved to share with you guys. The third look that I wanted to look at was look number 21. This has his kind of signature diaphanous fabric, many different layers of it. It's kind of this great faux floral moment here, and then a big swath of fabric that kind of flows over the front of the body. Really gorgeous. And then that brings me to look 22, which really did have these frills and these curls in the back. What I love about this is that it does have the strap across the chest, so it does create like a little triangle, as well as the fake flower. You've got kind of a jeweled panel on the side as well to define the waist a little bit, create a little bit more of an illusion. So he is playing with texture quite a bit. In look 24, we kind of see the return of the Marie bow. I saw a lot of these in this collection. I was kind of really excited to see that he was revisiting it in a way that was very consistent. In this collection, we're going to find that they're kind of just tied there. It's not like they were created as a set, or at least in my eyes, I didn't feel like they were created as a set. You've got a nice little cute one shoulder moment, which I really do like. I'm not too big on the asymmetry, but I feel like with the sort of eyelet design, it is really nice. You've got a layered overskirt as well in that little floral, it's got a little floral motif on it. These images are a little bit grainy. So this also does look like somewhat of a bridal moment, or maybe even a debutante ball. I mean that in the best way possible. I mean, who really out there can afford to wear Ellie Saab to their debutante ball? It's absolutely stunning. Here on look number 25, you kind of see his emergence of the sheer style, so you definitely get that shorter white skirt, but then you have like the nude overskirt as well. I feel it's great to see that even back then he's kind of playing with, yes, she is fully covered, but is she? Sort of that illusion of both modest and a little bit more sensual. I really do love to see it. Look number 27 is this gorgeous chartreuse moment. I mean, could you die? It's beautiful. Really, the textile, it's got this sheen to it. It's very crinkly looking fabric. And the way that it's just sculpted to her body is quite stunning. It really is something that you could almost see on like a Versace runway nowadays. It is very almost sort of campy. It's very out there. However, I'm sure back in 2016, this was a huge fashion moment. It was very much of the times. I would actually love to see maybe a celebrity wear this on the runway now that we're doing more Y2K type things. I mean, to wear vintage Ellie Saab, I mean, it's truly the dream. Another look is look number 28. It kind of has this beautiful sash panel on the front. The skirt is gorgeous, gorgeous watercolor layering of this chiffon gauzy fabric. It really does create a painterly like textile and that sort of effect when she walks down the runway, as we saw in our little intro clip. Mwah, stunning. Look number 32 I found to be actually really interesting. So of course we have this kind of like pastel yellow kind of moment, but the textile, if we zoom in a little bit more, these sort of flowers he's even using later on, and I love to see that consistency through a designer's DNA. So if this looks a little bit familiar to you, it actually is kind of the same textile treatment as we see here in Blair Waldorf's wedding dress in XOXO.
Gossip Girl.
Oh, that was so cheesy. I need to film that again. That's absolutely gorgeous. You've even seen here that Blair Waldorf has her kind of signature crystal headband. It's really cool to see that even in the character design that they're being self-referential, which I love. Here, look 36 is this beautiful, beautiful accordion pleated, very liquid diamond. It's got this beautiful sheen to it, and of course the halter as well. So the halter is in a contrasting kind of multicolor crystal. And oh gosh, this dress is absolutely beautiful in this very, very reflective pinky mauve color. The next look that we're looking at, we see the return of the Marie bow here as well. And then on the bottom, you see kind of this lattice design with flowers on it, which kind of made me think, okay, maybe the theme is garden party. I love that. And then the last look that we have here, I feel, is very referential to what he has in his collections nowadays. It's the entirely beaded maxi skirt, which you see a lot in his collection. Even to this day, you've got torso that's bound in this black satin, and then you've got this huge swath, this meshy black fabric, which is gorgeous, and little spaghetti straps. I actually feel like one might be able to get away with this today, especially with the textile treatment of the skirt. You kind of definitely see a lot of Ellie Saab's brand DNA. So yeah, that was his 2006 collection. Of course, like I said, I love many of his collections, and I do highly recommend that you do some research on your own and check them out. So what did you think about the 3 collections that I selected? Of course, there's some really great ones out there that I would be genuinely interested in chatting about with you another time. Ellie Saab is a designer that I really have the utmost respect for, and I hope that I did him well justice in taking a little look at his designs. Is there any designer that you'd like to see in particular next time? I think I'm going to do a video on Guo Pei, who is a absolutely stunning Chinese haute couture designer who is very well known for Rihanna's Met Gala look at the 2015 Met Ball. So if you'd like to see that, just let me know, write in the comments below. I hope that this was a really great look at 3 of his collections. There is many more out there, so I recommend you giving them a look. Hi again, it's me during post-production filming the outro for this video. I wanted to thank you so much for joining me on the channel for Sasha on Style. Really had so much fun filming this 3-part series on one of my favorite designers. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you again on the channel soon. Bye-bye!